everybody, I'm back. So I took a little bit of a break from doing the daily 1-minute videos. I absolutely loved doing them, and it was just really great to get out there and shoot those little vignettes for people. But I did a full year, 365 days, without missing a day, and like I said, it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed doing that. But it also took quite a bit of time each day, probably a little bit more than I anticipated. I mean, I love getting out into nature, and the enjoyment of that is basically getting out into nature. So when I added another 20 minutes to an hour every day just to put that little 1-minute video together, it actually started to take away a little bit from my own time of being able to get out and enjoy nature just for what it is. So I took a little bit of a break. I'm absolutely amazed. Actually, I got about 5,000 hours of viewing every month, which to me that's absolutely insane for 1-minute videos. But hopefully you guys found that useful, and I do have some big things in the works. I've been working on my book quite diligently, and spending the time that I saved from making the daily minute videos and putting that energy towards getting my book finished. I feel more and more that it's important for me to share the knowledge that I've been given, and things that have helped me. So it's kind of my mission right now to try to get that finished as soon as I can, and get that out there for other people to enjoy. I've also been putting together presentations and doing some workshops about happiness and how meditation and mindfulness can really reset your focus and give you a very different perspective of the world. And a lot of people seem to be struggling these days with depression and anxiety. There's a lot of things going on in the world that are causing those feelings, and a lot of people really get in their heads with that stuff. So like I said, I've been pretty busy. I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing. But I do want to, occasionally I'll do a daily minute video from time to time, but I want to start putting more purposeful content out there. Some tips and tricks and things that will really help supercharge your meditation and also get you on track for mindfulness, so that you actually really understand the techniques and what it is to be mindful. It's not just kind of focusing on what you're doing, but it's actually achieving a silent mind, and that goes, I think, a little bit beyond what most people think of when they hear of mindfulness, or even when they practice. So anyway, like I said, I've been pretty busy. The weather right now is absolutely gorgeous. The forests have really woken up this last week or so. So I'm just out for a little afternoon hike, and I'm thinking I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll show you some of the sights and enjoy the walk with me. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing and staying as a loyal viewer. All right, thanks. Bye. is another example of why nature is actually quite relaxing, because in order to walk up this rocky path that I'm on right now, I have to pay really close attention to where I'm putting my feet, otherwise I'm just going to fall or break an ankle or something like that. So, I mean, what is naturally more mindful than watching where you're putting your feet? I'm paying very close attention to doing that. Naturally relaxing. And then if I turn the camera around and we just slowly carry on walking up here, if you just look around, I mean, there's really nothing out here that's threatening. So my senses can kind of calm down a little bit. You know, once you've identified a few trees and you realize that they're not going to jump out and attack you, you know, everything else is very benign. It's very beautiful. And there's nothing really here that's going to hurt you. And if there was a bear crawling around or a mountain lion, if you're mindful, you would definitely hear it before it attacked you. If you want to know what poison ivy looks like, that's this stuff right here. And yes, my finger's about 4 inches away from it. I'm not going to touch it. But the young ones are this kind of reddish color. But the one thing that you'll notice is every single cluster of leaves is always a group of 3. And it's a very kind of symmetrical but asymmetrical cluster, because the leaf at the front, if you look, it has jaggedy serrated edge on both sides. It is actually a very symmetrical leaf. But then if you look at the 2 opposing leaves, let me see if I can come over the top here, you'll see that it's actually smooth around one side and then jagged on the back side. And that's one sure sign that it's poison ivy that you're looking at. Here's another one that might be a little easier to see that. So don't touch poison ivy. It'll give you a very, very nasty rash. But you know, it's difficult to spot sometimes because it just blends in with all of the other plants. But if you look around here, it's all over the place, just growing in amongst all of the other bushes. This is kind of an interesting little find. It's an old abandoned cemetery just right in the middle of the forest. You know, nobody takes care of it, nobody mows it. It's actually quite beautiful here in the forest. It's nice to just sit once in a while, just kind of listen to the sounds around you. And what you'll find is that when you first sit down in a place, there's not really much noise. The animals stay fairly quiet until they get used to you and they become aware of your presence and they realize that you're not a threat, and then they all start to come out. So I'm just sitting here at the side of this little pond. And I'm not meditating, but you just sit quietly, just kind of calm your body down, take a few deep breaths, and just sit and listen, and just become absorbed in your surroundings. And then the mosquitoes come out and it's time to hit the trail again. So each tree you look at is so different. The bark seems to be very different. I mean, obviously it's similar amongst species of trees, but look at this. I love how the sun is just catching that little kind of spot right there. Just look at the shadows. How interesting that is. And then of course if you get in even closer and look at all of the fine details. Birds sound like they're having so much fun. You don't know what's going on up there. I guess they're all calling out to each other and saying, "Hey, I'm over here. You guys want to come and have a party?" When you get on a gravel trail like this, it's good to just listen to your boots. Each footstep is so unique, the sound that it makes and the crunch. This is so beautiful over here. A little warm in the sun, but in the shade in these trees, this is really nice over here. I just love how fresh and green everything looks in the spring before it starts to get beaten by the sun a little bit. It just looks so pretty, especially when you get the sun coming through from behind the leaves. Like that. Look at that. That's so amazing. It's not even golden hour yet, which, if you don't know, that's kind of the half hour before sunset, half an hour after sunset. But that looks gorgeous in there. Just that little tiny view right off the edge of the trail. But just look at how vibrant and rich it looks. And then if you look at the silhouettes of the trees, how cool they are. Okay, so I am running out of storage on my phone here, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up. But anyway, thank you for being patient. I am back. Like I said, I'm working on some different projects and some new content that I think you guys will find very useful and helpful. At least I hope so anyway. But you guys let me know. And all right, that's it for now. Talk to you soon. Bye.